some now the following slides, few fungal diseases that is really problem in the sandalwood nurseries and the plantation अभी हम देखेंगे. Well, a lot of seeds. The like morning Dr. Ravi बोल दिया how to like quality seeds, how it can be prepared for sowing. So seeds में एक problem होगा तो rotting of seeds. Rotting of seeds मतलब वो काला होगा. Seeds will get black in color and वो shape भी that preferable shape भी नहीं होगा. Distorted होगा seeds. So control, very natural eco-friendly way of control a rot disease is that proper drying. बस अच्छा से सूखना है, ठीक है, इसलिए and depulping of seeds. So this is the best way of control of this rotting of seeds. Next, this is damping of or collar rot. Seedlings में nursery में ये तो major problem है. इधर फोटो में आप देख सकते हैं, ये तो that is the collar region हम बोलते हैं scientifically. Collar region मतलब वो मिट्टी का that is the पौधा का stem and मिट्टी will be joining. That is the soil portion where the stem and the soil will be joining. That is the collar region. वो collar region में काला color or blackish color change, discoloration we can find here like इधर. So this वैसे collar rot infected plant immediately वो dry हो जाएगा, सूख हो जाएगा and dead हो जाएगा. So this is a common problem in nurseries. And ये तो कैसे manage करेंगे तो is by irrigation, because this seedlings, sandalwood seedlings, they are very sensitive to moisture. बहुत moisture है ना तो quickly it will get affected by this collar rot or even root rot problems also. So a good management of irrigation with proper drainage can prevent the seedlings from damping of disease. Next is vascular wilt. Vascular wilt, this ये भी से नर्सरी का प्रॉब्लम है. ये तो प्रॉब्लम ओरिजिन, द प्रॉब्लम ओरिजिन इज एक्चुअली ये रूट का प्रॉब्लम है. हम सिम्टम्स इट विल बी सीन इन द लीव्स. इधर एक हम तो सोचना है समटाइम्स प्रॉब्लम विल नॉट बी लाइक अभी सिम्टम्स लीफ शो कर रहा है, बट द प्रॉब्लम इज नॉट विद द लीफ, प्रॉब्लम इज विद द रूट. So management should be in a comprehensive way. Immediately ठीक है, leaf after seeing the leaf dryness or leaf color कुछ change हो रहा है, तुरंत कुछ fungicide or pesticide spray मत करना. Should be where actually the problem, that should be diagnosed. ठीक है, इसलिए तो ये vascular wilt is basically xylem phloem का water translocation of food and water will arrest हो जाएगा, इसलिए plant will get leaves will get discolored and dry. इसमें biocontrol organism are proved to be effective to control, to manage this vascular wilt pathogens like Fusarium oxysporum, Trichoderma. Scientific name is the Trichoderma, can be used to control this disease. And next ये तो मिल्ड्यू डिजीज है. अभी ये रोग बहुत कॉमन है. हम इसके बारे में एक स्टडी भी कंडक्ट किया पूरा साउथ इंडिया में. तो नर्सरी में इज अ मेजर प्रॉब्लम व्हेन द मैनेजमेंट इज इम्प्रॉपर. मैनेजमेंट हम नहीं अच्छा नहीं करेगा तो ये तो मेजर प्रॉब्लम है द नर्सरीज. इसमें आप इधर वाइटिश लाइक व्हाइट कलर पाउडर लाइक स्ट्रक्चर्स लीफ का ऊपर हम देख सकते हैं. तो पूरा स्प्रेड होने के बाद लीफ विल वो लीफ स्ट्रेंथ विल कम डाउन, लीफ विल शेड. ये तो हम पहले बोल दिए environmental factors, conducive environmental factors, ये तो temperature and humid conditions, that is the 70 to 80%. ये इस environmental conditions में ये रोग prevalence is more. Control, how best is the natural way of management. हम देखेंगे तो वो तो sufficient sunlight will prevent the emergence of active pathogens of the powdery mildew. Because ये pathogens है ना थोड़ा humid conditions, closed, shady conditions में बहुत active होगा. थोड़ा हम open करेंगे तो open to sunlight हम रखेंगे तो ये it will get destroyed. Yeah, nursery management के लिए first two things should be basically followed. One is sanitation, and next is the exclusion. These two things are very important. मैं ये क्यों बोल रहा था like क्योंकि nursery why sanitation is there will be so many weeds apart from sandalwood, चंदन के अलावा और कोई पौधा आसपास होना तो वो तो act as a host, like उससे वो weed का ऊपर में हमारा pathogens will survive. ठीक है, so under suitable or conducive condition, that is हम चंदन like nursery में राइस होने के बाद pathogens will be from that weed plant or that unknown plant, उससे पौधा में हमारा चंदन का ऊपर आ गया. इसलिए तो sanitation तो basic है. And next is exclusion. Exclusion is after raising the plant. After raising the plant, once the plants are grown in the nursery, monitoring and observation, so that regular monitoring observation, so that the वो symptom शुरू से समय में हम देख सकते हैं. ठीक है, एक पौधे infected हो गया, तुरंत रिमूव करना है नर्सरी से रिमूव करके डिस्ट्रॉय करना है. सो दिस आर दी ये दोनों काइंड ऑफ कल्चरल एंड नेचुरल वे ऑफ preventing the disease of the pathogens into the greenhouses. Yeah, this is a typical ये फोटो आप देख रहे हैं ना, तो ऊपर वाला फोटोज मैनेज्ड है एंड वो मैनेज का फोटोग्राफ्स एक पूरा only sandalwood है, other than चंदन का अलावा और कोई plants देखेंगे नहीं, और unmanaged nurseries. You can see how photo speaks here. Yeah, बोल दिया ना, तो अभी साउथ इंडिया में एक सर्वे किया एंड डिफरेंट पार्ट्स ऑफ तमिलनाडु एंड कर्नाटका nurseries सर्वे किया एंड वी हैव ऑब्जर्व्ड ये powdery mildew का डिजीज थोड़ा प्रॉब्लम है if it is nursery is not managed properly. And next is nematodes. Nematodes भी actually nursery में प्रॉब्लम नहीं, ये तो plantation, young plantations का प्रॉब्लम है. And plants will get dried off, and the only way is understand to study the nursery nematode problem is the root extraction of roots. And इसके साथ एक fungi भी है, fusarium. ये दोनों nematode और fusarium combine होना तो the problem will be very severe. And natural way of controlling तो neem oil, that's margosa or castor oil, can be used. And next is the nutrient deficiency. In under nutrient deficiency, at present, this kind of symptoms we can see in most of the sandalwood nurseries, which basically it tells the plants is in phosphorus deficiency. So adequate application of organic phosphor in the form of farmyard manure or compost हम अप्लाई करेंगे तो वो ये तो phosphorus का deficiency में recover हो जाएगा. ठीक है, अभी plantations अभी तक nursery में देख लिया, and now we will get into the plantations. As हम nursery में देख लेना powdery mildew disease, same problem young plantations especially 1 to 2 years का plants in the field, in the main field. वो भी उस plants उस पौधे में भी ये problems है. अभी मेरे से पहले डॉक्टर दुरई भी बोल दिया ना, like under when pruning is not done properly, the amount of shade and the humidity conditions under the taller regions or the regions above the soil creates conducive for this pathogen to grow. And here हम तो इधर copper fungicides दिया, but as a personal request, this chemical fungicides or pesticides can be a last resort. Okay, so as I'm repeatedly again and again telling, exclusion, avoidance, or removal of the pathogen should be the first priority, or any kind of cultural or eco-friendly or biocontrol way of controlling the pathogens should be the next priority, and application of chemical fungicides will be the final resort when the disease is not able to control. And after the powdery mildew, next is the leaf blight of sandalwood. इधर एक फोटो में आप देख सकते हैं ना, the color changes, discoloration of the leaf. तो margin पूरा margin से का discoloration थोड़ा margin से अंदर it will be moving inwardly inside the leaf. So आज तक like till today no major like eco-friendly way or biocontrol measures are available, but the broad spectrum protectant fungicides like copper oxychloride can be used for control of the pathogens. And similar to powdery mildew, और एक mildew का disease है, ये तो downy mildew है. ये leaf का नीचे में ये powdery substances होगा, and ये कहाँ ये powdery substances है, उससे ऊपर leaf का ऊपर undulations भी, you can see the undulations. इस फोटो में दिख रहा है ना, like up and downs. तो ये problem is due to downy mildew disease. And once again, like proficient sunlight, open, when the plants are kept open, will partially reduce the downy mildew pathogen, and can use copper fungicide at the rate of 0.1%. Next is the shooty mildew disease. Like ऐसे plant पूरा खाला हो जाएगा, spores, ये पूरा spores है, fungal spores है. ये spores कैसे आ रहे हैं? तो ये mites, aphids एक कीड़ा insects है, वो aphids का कारण में वो पूरा honey dew like secretion करेगा leaf का ऊपर, and this fungal spores will be attracted to those sticky layer of the leaf. And best way of controlling is you can 2% starch. Best way so far is recommended to remove these fungal spores. It will just wash off वो fungal spore पूरा starch के साथ paste करके flakes form करके नीचे गिर जाए. And sandalwood spike disease, इस disease actually कर्नाटका में बहुत it was a very old disease in sandalwood decades back, and it has created a serious problem था उसी समय में, has even affected the economic kind of commercial value of the sandalwood was affected, but later the disease has come down, and the cultivation, like especially अभी तक cultivated sandals में problem of phytoplasma नहीं है. फिर थोड़ा अब you will have to know the symptoms, क्या कैसे disease, how the plants will look like, the affected plants. See, like you can see in this photograph, bushy leaf-like structures, like the leaf will be in it will be robust and it will be in flower-like appearance. Normal leaf का आसान से differentiate होगा normal leaf and this infected leaf, and the branches die off, leading to the ultimate death of the tree. like 2 to 3 years on the ये रोग ट्री के ऊपर आने के बाद 2-3 साल के बाद वो पूरा पेड़ मर जाएगा. Control measures, आजकल no effective control measures have been evolved, but the attempts have been made in sandalwood plantations on the following lines, where at the early stage of incidence, spread of disease may be lessened to some extent by eliminating the source of infection. एक infected plant हम देखेंगे तो वो पूरा cull out करने पड़ेगा from the infected from the plantation area. Why? Because this disease basically through vectors like mosquito. No, there are different vectors which transmit the disease from diseased to healthy plant. So in order to prevent that, culling out the infected plant, and next is spraying of insecticides to prevent the vectors, that is the insects, and the weedicide, therefore the alternative host. Because this pathogen phytoplasma, वो तो सैंडल अवेलेबिलिटी नहीं होना तो वो बगल में कोई भी वीड प्लांट्स और अल्टरनेटिव प्लांट हो, हम बोल सकते हैं अल्टरनेटिव होस्ट, उससे प्लांट्स में वो इट विल बी ड्वेलिंग और लिविंग ऑन दैट. सो वो भी हम आइडेंटिफाई करके वो भी निकालना पड़ेगा. ये तो टिपिकल एग्जांपल ऑफ पुअर मैनेजमेंट इन द फील्ड, वेयर इधर हम देखेंगे पूरा प्लांट में एक कपन सॉसर टाइप का फील्ड कल्चरल प्रैक्टिस इज फॉलो टू प्लांट द ट्रीज. सो ये like water had been stagnated in that furrow, the water was been stagnated, and you can see the blackish region where it shows the stagnation of the water, which has led to the drying of the plants. Yeah. So finally, what I would like to say is, as a plantation grower, we will, just like by leaving the plant in the field alone will not be our duty. हम तो थोड़ा regularly देखना है, monitor करना है, हम भी study करना है, because चंदन के बारे में आजकल what's happening is anecdotal fallacies are there, क्योंकि many experienced talks are there, many videos are there, but scientifically things has to be further, it has to be explored. Dhanyavad. Thank you so much.